25, 30, 35. Feeling a little bored waiting around for a CNC video worth catching? I've got the perfect one for you. In episode 28, I showed you how to make these cam clamps. Today we're going to scientifically test them. I'm going to show you the horizontal holding power with multiple species of wood, multiple widths of wood, as well as the vertical holding power. Some of the things I found were absolutely shocking. This was one I'd watch all the way through because there's things you're going to learn that you're not going to find elsewhere. So this is my cam clamp from the last video, and what I've done is I put threaded inserts at strategic positions, because when you put boards on a CNC, typically they're stock that you have of set dimensions, even if you end up using a profile cut to cut out smaller pieces. So if you pick some set dimensions like I have and put threaded inserts in all those slots, then you shouldn't have to use any shims. So I'm going to start with one clamp to do a 1.5 inch wide board. Just so you know, what I have is a single screw. It doesn't go through to the other side, and I'm going to hook my fish scale onto it, and I'll show you exactly what the reading is when it starts to slip sideways. Single clamp on the 1.5 inch wide board. Now, I know some of you have been pining away waiting for a new CNC video, and then others of you are going to object that you think using this, I definitely need some basswood, but we're going to make do with what we got, and we're going to see where this gives. So I'm going to start pulling on this, and we'll see how many pounds of force before this board will slip if I pull horizontally. So here we go. So I'm up to about 5. I'm 40 pounds with one cam clamp. I mean, that's awesome. Let's see what the vertical hold capacity of this is. So we'll see if this little wire jerry rig that I do will do the job for me. So this I know is not going to be much. About 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to do this with all of them, but I thought I'd better have a reference point without any cam clamps as well. And I'll just pull on it and tell you when it slides. And it's less than an ounce of pressure. I mean, it just immediately slides. So all the boards I think are going to be virtually the same. All right, once again, this is a 1.5 inch wide board. That's in metric, that'd be about 38 millimeters. And I have 2 cam clamps hooked onto it. And I'm going to go ahead and start pulling and see what force before it starts to slide. We're at almost 30 pounds of pressure. 35, which is about 16 kilograms. And it still hasn't slid. So let me try again and see if I can get it to slide. I'm really amazed at how much that's holding. The cart's moving, but the board's not. I'm at 40 pounds of pressure sideways. This is my next board I'm going to test. This is 2.5 inches wide, about 63 millimeters wide, and I'm going to test it in the same manner. If I hook this on, it just slides less than an ounce worth of force, and I'm going to once again hook a single cam clamp up and pinch that in. I'm not using any shims because I put those threaded inserts so that they would be within the radius that this can't clamp down on without having to use a shim. And then I'll do it with one, and if that slides, I'll do it with 2. So this is a 2.5 inch wide board, and I'm just going to start pulling sideways. I'm up to about 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 20, 25 pounds, 30. It gave out at about 30 pounds of sideways pressure. I'm going to go ahead and hook this back up. I'm putting down that single clamp, and I'm going to add one more cam clamp here in the middle, and we're going to test it again and see how much it raises that. Alrighty, here we go. I've got 2 cam clamps on the 2.5 inch wide board. I'm up to about 15 pounds of sideways pressure, 20 pounds, 25 pounds, 30, so I've gone beyond, 35, 40. That's about as hard as I can pull, still hanging onto this cart. 2 will definitely improve the holding strength, but you've got over 30 pounds of pressure with just 1 cam clamp, which for most CNC jobs, that's probably gonna do the job for you. So I'm lifting vertically now with 2 cam clamps on the 2.5 inch wide board. I'm up to about 2.5, 4 pounds of force. I'm up to 5, and it gave out at 5. So this is a 2x4, which is really, of course, not really 4 inches wide, it's 3.5 inches wide, and that'd be about 88 millimeters in width. I have a single cam clamp hooked on, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull on it and see at what point it slides when I pull horizontally on it. So here we go. So didn't slide there, it's just the clamp catching here. So, okay, we're up to about 10 pounds of force, 15, 20, try not to smack myself here. My cart's moving, but the board is not moving. There's 20, 25, nope, about 27 pounds. The 2x4 started to slide. So I'm lifting straight vertically with the 2x4 and see what it gives out. So remember, the outside numbers are the pounds and the inside number are kilograms. So we're over 5 pounds, which is more than I thought we'd get. It's 10 pounds. And that was my wire slipping off, not my board slipping. So this is actually kind of surprising to me at how well this is actually holding. It's actually quite a bit of force. I would not have expected that. Let me try this again. Hopefully my wire will stay on there this time. Okay, so I'm trying to go straight up as I can. So I'm over 10. That wasn't slipping yet. It's just a wire tightening. 15. Still hasn't given. All right, gave out 15. So that held up surprisingly well. So didn't see that coming. This is my piece of cherry that's 5.5 inches wide. And I'm just gonna start pulling. And I'm gonna hold on the cart at the same time. Sorry that this is wiggling, but it's not the board slipping, it's my cart moving. So I'm at 10 pounds of pressure, 15, 20, 25, and it slipped about 27 pounds. That may have to do with just the friction capability of the wood as far as holding with that cam clamp. Let's hook up another cam and see what our holding power is. This is cherry, 2 cam clamps, and I'm gonna start pulling. I'm at 10 pounds of pressure, 15, 20, 25, 30. The cart's moving, but this isn't. 35. About 43. 43 before it slid. That's pretty good. I'm gonna push this back, reclamp it, and we'll test the vertical on this. Maybe it'll surprise us like the 2x4 did. About 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 4 pounds. I feel it sliding. Between 3 and 4 pounds of pressure when you go vertical. I'm gonna tighten this one more time and pull horizontally again just so you can see it. I'll scoot this cart over just a little bit so you can get a better picture for what's going on. This cart is a rolling cart, so any movement you see is not the board necessarily. And I'll just start pulling and try to go horizontally, and I'll read off the digitals. So I'm at 10 pounds of pressure, no movement at all. 15, my cart's moving, but it's not. 20, 25, cart's moving. I gotta hold it like this. So 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I'm at 50 pounds. If you tighten those cam clamps down, it is really, really good for horizontal movement. And of course, these are gonna be locked on the other directions just as well. The 7.5 inch wide board, I only have room for 1 cam clamp, so I'll just give you the readings that we get. I'm at 5, 10, and it slid at 10. And I think the issue is I'm getting a twist this way and it's going out in this area that's not supported. So my position of my cam, I think definitely affects it. If it's pushing any way where there's not a rail, I think that is affecting that board significantly. So keep in mind, you might want to extend your rail out. Wow, can you believe how well those cam clamps worked? Never expected it, never saw it coming. I just created a whole lot of work for myself because my first CNC, I never used them. I now have data to prove that it's worthwhile and can do the job for me. Hope you found the same. If you could hit like and subscribe if you haven't, I greatly appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this video, I think you might like this one as well.